Chris Chinnock here for the 8K monitor. This is the August 30th edition. Our lead story today is about Value Electronics. They conducted a 4K and 8K shootout in New York City several weeks back. We waited to report on this because they had a very good panel discussion, really talking about the 8K ecosystem by these panel of experts. They had some very good things to say about 8K. There were actually 3 TV brands in the shootout, LG, Sony, and Samsung. LG won the shootout with the highest scores, but one of the takeaways these experts said was that the differences between these 8K sets and 4K sets, for that matter, are actually fairly small at this point among the brands. So you really can't go wrong with hardly any of these TVs at this point. Now, specifically talking about the 8K market, they see the value of the 8K TVs in terms of image quality, although they do seem to prefer contrast and color as maybe a higher factor than resolution. But again, the takeaway here is that these 8K TV sets are kind of the top of the pyramid that these brands offer. So they have the best contrast, they have the best color, and they have the best clarity or resolution. They have the best processing, they have the best audio. So if you want the best, it just happens to be an 8K TV. So if you want to listen to their full panel discussion, there's a link in the article, and you can read our article on the 8K Association website. Our second story in the August 30th edition of the 8K Monitor has to do with a forecast from the CTA, the Consumer Technology Association, based here in the US. They put out a forecast every year, and we highlighted their TV forecast, which actually had something positive to say. In general, the TV market is going to be down this year after a very robust sales during the pandemic years. But the good news here is that the segment that will grow is the 8K TV segment. Why is that? Well, because these are premium sets that are going more to more affluent buyers who are less affected by economic conditions. It also leverages the trend toward larger screen sizes, and the top of the line features that all these TVs will have. So all these things are very positive, and in fact, they had another interesting statistic that in the US, at least 50% of US households still don't have a 4K TV. So there's plenty of opportunity for TV buyers to look at 8K TVs going forward. Chris Chinnock here for the 8K Monitor.